Hi, Mika here from Superchat. In the previous video, we already learned all the essential tools that you need to know in order to get started with the Unified Inbox. In this video, we will take a closer look at all the features that make you even faster and more efficient when it comes to responding to all these incoming messages from your customers. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. So this time, similar to the previous video, we will work from left to right, and I have a piece of paper here, so please don't be surprised if I look down every now and then with all the things that I actually want to cover so that I really don't miss anything. So let's start here with inboxes. Sometimes you might want to have access to all inboxes, but you don't want to receive the notifications from all of them. What you then very easily can do is mute specific inboxes, and this feature you can find here. Now continuing with saved conversation filters, this kind of already explains it very well what it actually is. If you find yourself filtering over and over again, for example, for show me all conversations that are in the inbox main and that have the label complaint applied to them, and you filter them, in this case there's only one conversation, it is very tedious and a lot of clicks. So what you might want to do is just save this filter so that you can reuse it just with one click. So here I can click on save filter, I can give it an icon, I can give it a name. Here I can decide if I want to make this public for all users of my account or private. Here I can update the filter one more time and then I can save it. And then it will pop up here similar to these two. And then instead of needing to reapply the filter over and over again, it's just always there in one click. Exactly. Now continuing here with the conversation preview list already. So here, as you can see, is I can sort the conversation preview list by newest, oldest, longest waiting, but I can also change the display option. So here I can enable assignment and label, and inbox is already enabled. And now I can see the inbox name here. I can see whether the conversation is assigned and to whom it's assigned to, and I can see all the labels. So here in this case, this conversation is not assigned and has no label applied to it. So that's the reason why it doesn't show up there. So very handy if this information is important to you and you don't want to jump into that conversation in order to see what labels have been applied. Exactly. Then for everyone who wants to make actions on multiple conversations at once, you can very easily do this by clicking here on these checkboxes. Then here you can already see all the options that you have here. So marking all of these conversations as done, adding labels, updating the assignment, and so on and so forth. This also already leads us to the next feature. So in some cases, what happens is, let's say a customer is complaining about something. He first writes you a message via WhatsApp. Then, he's very impatient and he sends a new message 5 minutes afterwards on Instagram. What happens now is in Superchat, 2 conversations will pop up, but actually, that point to 2 different contexts. Why? Because on WhatsApp, we only have the phone number of that contact and on Instagram, the username. Therefore, we cannot automatically identify that these 2 conversations belong to one and the same contact. So therefore, we have contact merging. So now let's say this is exactly the case here. Just for demo reasons, I will select the 2 and then here you can see merge contacts. Now I can just say which information from which contact I want to take over. I can click on continue. I have to confirm my selection here, click on merge, and then basically looks similar to this one here. So like here, this customer also reached out not only on WhatsApp, but also on email. So in my previous example, then this wouldn't be the email conversation, but the Instagram conversation. Exactly. That's, I think, already it to the conversation preview list as well. Now we can continue here with the chat timeline. We are able to snooze a conversation, especially relevant for follow-ups, to set up reminders. And now for some customers, it would be nice to set up like custom snooze options, templates. So like here, these are the default ones. So 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, month, year. And now you can go ahead and manage snooze options. So here we can create a new snooze option. and then here basically say, hey, for me, I want to have one in 2 hours, for example. I can do this either with a specific time span or with a specific weekday. Next week, Thursday at 9 a.m. Here I will do it now with 2 hours. So I can create create the snooze option. And now this will pop up then here. So as you can see here. So just making it very easy accessible without always needing to create it over and over again. You can just apply it here with one click. Exactly. That's it to snooze. Now, if we jump into the Telegram conversation, we can here see there was an image shared by the customer. Here you can see this icon open in a new window. And here you can already see what the feature is about. So I can really open this in a new window. I can adjust the sizing. I can zoom in, and I can now also jump in between conversations, especially handy if you need to copy and paste something from this image or also maybe from a PDF. So like this also works with PDFs. It just makes it very convenient and a lot faster when you work with a lot of attachments in Superchat. The next one, you can already see it here. This is part of our AI Copilot add-on. So like here, we really transcribe all the voice messages. Instead of you having to listen to them, you can just read them here in our transcription and then respond very easily. Exactly, that's it. One more thing, we have a Command K menu, the command menu. So by hitting Command K, we basically make all the features that we are supporting accessible without you needing to use the mouse. So like here, all you have to do is hit Command K, and now I can, for example, type Ben Bachem, one of our colleagues, and we will automatically show you which actions are available. So like here in this case, we can assign the conversation now to Ben or share this conversation with Ben in the team chat. And now just by hitting enter, we can apply that action and then it's all done. And this really works across all actions like assigning, adding the contact to contact list, labels, sending out templates, and so on and so forth. So definitely worth checking out because this makes you a lot faster. Exactly, that looks good. That's already it to the chat timeline. Now we can continue here with the chat controller. So here you can already see by hitting tab, we don't need to type hi Lisa manually. We do it automatically for you. And now here in this case, she had an issue with one of her orders. And now what I might want to do is ask her if, the order number that we have at hand is the correct one. So what I can say is, hi Lisa, is this one your order number? And I have the order number now stored in a contact attribute in Superchat, but now by hitting / I can just access all the data that you have at hand with that contact. So in this case, we only have the first name, last name, but also order number. So here now I can type order number, hit enter, and then we copy and paste it in for you automatically. So instead of you having to click in contact information, then here copy paste this manually and copying it here, pasting it in here, we just make it really accessible via the / menu. Exactly. Then continuing with one little feature that you probably already know, but what you can do is you can copy paste attachments from your clipboard right into Superchat. So here now I copied an image of a cat, and now I can just paste it in here. So now you can already see it worked. Just uploading, and now I can already send it out. This works not only for images, but really across all attachments. Now continuing here with our AI Copilot feature that you can see here. So what we now can do is, hi Lisa, is a nice order number. As you can see here, I typed very ugly and a lot of typos. Now I can use our AI feature. It's basically all the power from ChatGPT within Superchat, either by clicking on here or by hitting Command J. And now you can already see what you are able to do with it. These are just templates that you can use: improve writing style, correct spelling, make shorter, longer, change sound, use simpler language or translate. Or you can just here say the AI what the AI should be doing. So in our case, correct grammar and add emoji. So again, a typo there, and now as you see, it worked. I can now confirm it, or I can actually do more prompts on this. Translate to Italian. As you can see, I'm a very bad typer. Now it translated the message in Italian. Now it's all good, and now I can send it out. Really making it very easy for you to correct spelling, to correct grammar, translate the message, and so on and so forth. Exactly. That's it, I think, to the chat controller. Yeah, looks good. Now we can continue with the contact sidebar, because there's one last thing. Here under contact information, what you can do is here via this icon, you can customize this view. So as you can see here already, you can change the order of the contact attributes, and you are able to pin specific contact attributes. So let's say now in our case, the order number is very important. So what I might want to do is I want to pin it, and then I save it, and then I show you what it does. Here now we will make this information accessible in the contact sidebar right away without you needing to click into contact information every time. Yeah, very handy for very important things that you need all the time in order to chat with the customer or work with the customers. Exactly, that's it. I hope I didn't miss anything, but looks good. Yeah, I hope this was insightful and you're now able to work even faster in Superchat and responding to all your customer inquiries. And yeah, check out one of the other videos in our academy, and greetings from Berlin. Have a nice day. Bye bye.